Haruto brings the blizzard dragon Liza back to the castle. He introduces her as the new attendant. His mother and sister Charlotte welcome her warmly. His father is surprised that he managed to bring the blizzard dragon. Gold does not mind her existence as long as she is going to follow the castle's rules and whatever else Haruto can manage. Flay takes the responsibility of teaching Liza. Firstly, Flay wants to show her how to clean the garden. Flay tries to show off by spinning the prom, but she breaks it instead. On the other hand, Liza does the work perfectly and cleans the garden really well. Then they head to the kitchen to clean the dishes. Flay breaks the dishes while cleaning them. Liza cleans all dishes without breaking any and finishes it quickly too. Finally, Flay tries to cook food, but instead, she burns it, embarrassing herself. Liza starts cooking while another maid observes her and cooks the meal with no mistakes. At dinner, she serves a variety of meals. The family is amazed by the food taste, and they praise it too. Liza helps Charlotte wipe her face. The mother mentions that the other maids complimented her work. Liza mentions that she read many books and has knowledge about magic and other stuff. The mother offers her to be Charlotte's first assistant. Liza happily accepts it. At the corner of the room, Flay sits, angry, envious, and frustrated. The next day, Liza heads to Charlotte's room, wakes her up, helps her change her clothes. And right away, their first class starts. Liza shows Charlotte the way to use her magic and she forms a water ball. Probably, Liza is a good teacher. Because with some work, Charlotte manages to do it the first time and manifests a small fireball. Later, in Charlotte's room, Liza helps Charlotte in studying, while she is cleaning the windows. And help her in reading books. Liza herself is entertaining herself by reading books and gaining more knowledge. Furthermore, while Haruto is wandering around the castle, he witnesses Charlotte's improvements in magic. She manages to make a much bigger fireball, thanks to Liza, who is controlling a huge water ball above her head. Haruto asks about the water ball. Liza explains that she is doing the laundry. Haruto gets extremely amazed by her, that she is doing the laundry while teaching Charlotte. Haruto wonders if she is tired of moving around, and she answers that she loves it. Charlotte apologizes if she is overwhelming Liza. She replies that she is not, and she enjoys serving her. Charlotte is happy to hear that, and kindly asks Liza if she wants to be friends with her. Liza looks at Haruto like she is asking what she has to do. Haruto tells her that it's her choice. Liza joyfully accepts. Out of happiness, Charlotte empresses Liza. Meanwhile, in the background, Haruto is crying like a little boy. An idea flashes in his mind. Would Liza be the perfect attendant he has been looking for? He attempts to offer her to be his attendant, but he fails to do so when he sees how cute she is along with Charlotte. And Haruto does not want to make his little sister sad. He is frustrated about it. Charlotte and Liza are in the background questioning what is going on with him. Another smart idea flashes in his mind. He can use teleportation doors, like the ones between the cabinet in his room. That way Liza and Charlotte can meet. He now solved the attendant problem and can focus on getting expelled early from school. Later, in the cabinet, Charlotte is sad because her favorite anime finished. Haruto informs her that there is a new one starting next week. Liza tells her that the break time is done. On her way out of the cabinet, Haruto tells her that he is leaving next week for school in the capital. That triggers her fear. She cancels all her plans for the day and issues a summon for the knights. Convene the round table for an emergency meeting. Johnny, the giant golem, Liza, Flay, and Charlotte all meet in the forest. Charlotte declares that those meetings are top confidential, and then tells them that Haruto is leaving for school to the capital. Flay enrages because Haruto has not told her. Charlotte calms her down, explaining that there should be reason for it. Flay questions why he has to go to school. After all, he is the Demon King. Johnny stops her and reminds her they should not mention it. Charlotte asks if there is information about Haruto she does not know. Flay tells her it's a secret, leaving Charlotte in absolute shock. Johnny tells her that she is the beloved sister of Haruto, and for sure he is going to tell her someday. That way, she ignores the topic and resumes the meeting. She brings back a memory of when she was watching anime and asked Haruto what school is. Haruto answered that school is an extremely scary and dangerous place. The knights are in shock. Why are the schools dangerous? Charlotte says she has a theory going off of anime, that there must be a secret council in the school that is turning honest and good students into evil. They make interlopers fight in magical battles to defeat them using their powerful and secret magical spells. And behind it all, an evil master that can destroy the kingdom and cause chaos. For so, Haruto, disguised as the Black Knight, is going to face them and stop their conspiracy. They all agree with her, believing she is right. Liza asks if they should ask Haruto about it. Charlotte replies that they will work in secret to help Haruto. Charlotte imagines he is going to open teleportation doors between the capital and the castle here. Flay, Liza, and her are going to use it to gather intelligence. While Johnny and the giant golem will wait and prepare forces in need of them. They stand for it. Liza heads to Haruto and tells him all about it. He thanks her for it. Liza asks if it is true. Haruto, not to hurt her feelings, says he has been acting all in secret. That surprises Liza. He even gives her a task. Joining him in his mission to the school as his attendant. Because he needs her help with something and he will explain it later. For sure, she accepts. That way, he got himself an attendant, he now needs to get kicked as soon as possible. Later, in the garden, Charlotte questions Flay about why her clothing differs from that of the other maids. She recalls that Haruto once asked her to become one of the maids, and they provided her with a uniform. However, it was uncomfortably tight in certain places, so she had a custom-made outfit tailored to Haruto's liking. Charlotte notices Liza using her wings to fly and asks if she can do the same. Liza confirms she can but admits she's not used to it. Excitedly, Charlotte requests Flay to teach her how to fly, and Flay agrees. She demonstrates her jumping skills, impressing Charlotte. Haruto secretly observes using his magic. Charlotte's mother approaches, inquiring about the commotion. Charlotte expresses her desire to learn to fly, but her mother refuses due to her young age. Frustrated, Flay approaches Haruto, who quickly provides a solution. He conjures a safe plane specifically for Charlotte. Later, Flay, Charlotte, and Haruto inquire about how Liza spent her days in the cave. She explains her routine of reading books, napping, and finishing books for nearly 100 years. When asked about her food source, she reveals that she ate only once a week, leaving them all astonished. A week later, Haruto builds a warm lake with a waterfall near his quarters for Charlotte and the others. Charlotte and Liza enjoy swimming in the warm water, while Flay, who belongs to a demon species that dislikes warmth, sits by the side. Charlotte encourages Flay to give it a try, especially since Haruto built it himself. Flay eventually joins in and grows to like it. On a different day, Haruto tests their power levels. Flay's level is 4077, Liza's is 3671, and Charlotte's is 1761, considered high for humans. However, Charlotte can't reach her maximum potential because she once created a fireball as a baby, leading her mother to place a sealing incantation on her. They inquire about Haruto's level, but he refuses to disclose it, believing it's two halves, though he's unsure of his actual level. When will Haruto know his real magic level? Will he manage to leave the school, or is the queen planning for something else? Subscribe not to miss the upcoming videos. Meanwhile, watch the other outstanding anime recaps sorted in the playlist.